So let's take a look at another graph. This one is also looking at a speed of something. I'm not sure what, but I know that it's comparing speed. And I know that this time we're going inches and given seconds. So y is inches and x is seconds. And I can tell that this is a proportional relationship. Y is proportional to x. And I can tell that because I pass through the origin and I'm going in a straight line. I can also tell my equation for my line and my unit rate. Remember that unit rate is just what y is when x is 1. So I'm going to go over to x. I see at 1. I go up. Oh, I have a data point already showing me. When x is 1, y is 1/2. This means I am going, or 1 1/2, I apologize. This means I am going 1.5 inches every second. That's my rate of my speed, 1.5 inches every second. Knowing this helps me come up with my equation for my line, where y is equal to the constant of proportionality, aka my unit rate, times x. So I can fill this in. Y will be 1.5 times x. And I can always prove this by looking at the data points that I know. For instance, when x was 1 here, y was 1.5. 1.5 times 1 is 1.5. Okay, let's try it with this other data point. What will y be? Or let's prove what y will be. I'll use a different color. Prove y will be when x is 3. Because remember, it's always x and then y when you're looking at data points. So let's plug it in. 1.5. And I'm going to multiply by 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And I need 1 decimal point. So I got, based on my line equation, 4.5. And if I check my graph, that is the true value of y. So I know that my unit rate and my constant of proportionality is 1.5. I could tell that this was a proportional relationship because I was a straight line that passed through 0. And I'm comparing inches to time. I can now use this equation to find any growth in inches, any distance in inches, given a certain amount of seconds. Okay? Now, sometimes when we're given data points, we won't always get the unit rate given to us. It won't have pointed out, well, at 1, you have 1.5. Sometimes we'll have to actually do a proportion to figure out our unit rate. Okay? So when that happens, we're going to set up our ratio. So let's take a look. At 2, y was 3. So this data point right here, I went over 2, up 3. So I'm going to use these two, and I'm going to find their proportion of y to x. Y was 3, x was 2. So that value is 3 over 2. Okay. On the other one, we have 4.5 to 3. So I do y to x, I do 4.5 to 3. So when I find my value, it's 4.5 over 3. When I reduce that down, I will get 1.5. And when I reduce this one down, I will also get 1.5. So they have the same value, which means this is my unit rate when I do my ratio of y to x.